Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today is a to pull or not to pull video for the brand new Yuffie banner, and not gonna lie, guys, it's pretty much a banger of a banner in itself. Um, when I did my patch update video, for some reason my game hadn't fully updated, so I am going to do a very quick shop review here right at the beginning of it. But for those of you guys that are just interested in the banner review, that'll be coming up here in a couple minutes. So it does look like the shop for Yuffie is essentially a carbon copy of the Cloud one right here. So these I think are always good. The 3K paid for the character pack where you get 100 of their parts. As you can see, Yuffie is one of my characters where I don't have as many parts saved up. I don't feel like she's had too many times where they've actually been kind of given out. So she's definitely a little bit of a tricky character to get. Now, I immediately jumped down to this to see, and it does look like they are foregoing the 200 weapon parts here and then switching out the last 50 for 70 memories, which I think is pretty weak, not going to lie. But as long as it's consistent moving forward, I think that's what's important. I think they need to find consistency in these packs and then, like, just follow through on that. So yeah, more or less, it's pretty much the same as Clouds right here. You also have this 2500 premium ticket pack. But yeah, that being said, let's jump over and take a look at the banner itself. So as you can see, there is a first anniversary limit break draw right here, which I don't recommend unless you've already gone through both the first and the second stamp cards and you're looking for just that one kind of shot to get one of those weapons, right? Because there's no more guaranteed weapons on the first two pages. So that being said, I'm going to talk a little bit about this banner. Now, I told you guys when the Cloud banner came out, everyone was saying, oh, it's so crazy broken. I honestly don't think that the Cloud banner is super crazy broken. Yes, I think it's strong. It's appropriate for a anniversary coming out. The weapon is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But Yuffie's banner, this weapon is solid good, all right? And for a lot of different reasons. It's a really good weapon. Now, does that mean that everyone should just go and just drop everything they're doing and pull for the banner right away? Obviously not, right? This is one of my videos that you guys are listening to right now. But I will say that I read through a lot of your guys' comments, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about who I think might benefit from pulling this. But I'm going to go through that towards the end of the video. For right now, we're just going to take a look at the costume. We're going to take a look at the weapon. We're going to check it out in base 5-star, OB6, OB10. And then I'm going to give you guys my full thoughts. So here's the animation right here. Perfect timing. It's actually pretty sick. I really like it. I like her little spin around at the start. So let's see that one more time here. Yeah, she looks pretty sweet, guys. I really like the mantle on her right there. It looks super cool. On top of that, Sephiroth is featured again, right? So if we go to the detailed odds right here and we look at the Genji Blade, it's still 0.3%. We still get the 10 Mako gems per pull, which is, I hope that you guys listened to me in my first video where I said, don't chase the Genji Blade with pulls because it's going to come back on these recent banners. So for those of you guys that did listen, that didn't chase it, like I don't have it, right? And I wasn't planning on chasing it unless it came out on further banners, right? And I'm still not going to ever chase an ultimate on a banner. I just think that chasing a 90k pity is just, I think that's just dangerous territory. But yeah, that being said, let's go in, let's take a look at her actual costume, which I think is freaking beautiful, guys. I mean, she looks really cool. I love the hood. I'm curious what they changed about her design. I mean, she looks pretty much the same to me. If you guys find out what they changed, then definitely let me know. But I like the tail right here. That looks super cool. I am, I'm a fan of the fact that they did not give her a wing like Cloud. I love this kind of half cloak right thing going on. She's got like the winged black boots and like the knee-high whatever you would call those. I'm sorry, ladies, I'm sure you'll correct me. And I love the mantle hood. I think it all looks really, really cool. I think that I haven't pulled on a Yuffie banner in a while, and I think that I will pull this banner. I'm going to talk a little bit later about, I'm going to give you guys, you know, something for a reason that someone could pull. I'm going to give you guys reasons why you maybe shouldn't, or why you should wait. And then I'm going to try and tell you guys what I would do. Although sometimes when I make these videos, I still don't know what I'm going to do. So we'll just have to figure it out from there. But aesthetically, I really like the costume so far. I think it's pretty sweet. All right, so other than that, we have the Bahamut Mantle right here, which is essentially a carbon copy of Cloud's costume. Now, not gonna lie, guys, Cloud's costume is fantastic. It's really good costume, and so is this one. This one is really good, and when you start to pair these costumes together is when it really starts to get super strong. So, like, imagine having three of these, like Tifa, Cloud, Yuffie, or even Aerith, all on one team. They're going to be a freaking powerhouse. I know that people have been breaking 10K physical attack already, and I feel like by the end of this anniversary, people are going to be breaking 12K physical attack or even more. It's absolutely insane. But let's take a look at the weapon itself. All right, so here we have the Bahamut Cutter, base 5-star level 120. It has a physical attack of 289, which is pretty dang high. All right, at base 5-star, it's going to deal 540 physical non-elemental damage with a crit chance of 10%. Magic defense is increased to all allies mid to mid, and when debuff is granted to a target, it does 1.3 times damage. So these kind of stipulation things on weapons, I personally think that when debuff is granted to target is the best one that there is. We're constantly debuffing things. I don't really like the HP threshold ones, but this one is really good because I feel like 80% of the time you're going to be getting this 1.3 times damage. It's going to be super, super powerful, right? On top of that, at base 5-star, we have physical attack all allies and physical ability potency at 12. For the support abilities, we have physical attack boost 1, physical attack boost 1, and then circle sigil break. So, you know, I'm pretty sure Cloud's is circle as well. I kind of wish that it changed up right here. But it is what it is. Now, I believe at OB1, we're going to get 640% physical non-elemental damage. You know, you take a third of that, that's like 207. You add that to it, you're looking at like 847% at OB1. Pretty damn solid. Not groundbreaking, but pretty solid. Now let's look at this at OB6, all right? Now I want you guys to take a look at the percent of damage here. 950%, right, at OB6. But at OB10, it only goes up from 950 to 1080. So already at OB6, this is a smash weapon, right? And it's not just because of the high damage percent, but also because the magic defense goes from mid maximum potency to high. Even though it is on the second cast, the fact that it can go high, because essentially in a fight where Yuffie would be running this, she's going to be spamming this ability over and over. So it doesn't really matter that she has to cast it twice, right? Now, even if we look at it at OB10, you still have to cast it twice in order to get the magic defense up. But this weapon is super powerful. The fact that it has the magic defense up on there, I think is absolutely fantastic. The fact that it can do 1.3 times damage on a debuff, I just think that this is a great weapon. Like, as I told you guys, Cloud's weapon was great, but everything that comes after it is likely going to be better. Personally, I think that this weapon is better than Cloud's weapon, although I love Cloud. Of course, I'm going to pull for him like 99% of the time. But honestly, this weapon is freaking fantastic. So if we look at the R abilities at OB6, we have boost physical attack all allies at 40 and boost physical ability potency at 27, which is pretty damn solid. And then last but not least, I mean, if we take a look at OB6, 635 physical attack right here at OB6 is pretty damn strong, guys. And then we have OB10, 693 physical attack. It does 1080% physical non-elemental damage, which I think is something like 1430% roughly. I'm just doing that off the top of my head, but it's a little over 1400% damage, which is pretty damn solid considering you are buffing magic defense for the entire team up to high potency. Like, it's freaking crazy, guys. Then we have boost attack all allies at 46 points, boost physical ability potency 39, so pretty standard there. But all in all, super, super solid weapon all around. I think it's a great weapon, but just seeing how good this one is makes me curious for how good Tifa and Aerith are going to be. Now, Tifa's one of those characters where she doesn't need something groundbreaking to get a lot of people to pull. That being said, I still think that Tifa's weapon is going to be absolute fire, and same with Aerith, right? So then on top of that, we have, coming into the second half of this anniversary, we have what is likely going to be a playable Angeal coming with the new First Soldier chapter. I'm guessing a new character release. It's been about 3 months since Vincent, or it's been about 2 months actually. So it might be, well, actually the anniversary will go 7 weeks. So if they put it off, it would be in October. It's more or less right there on the line. They've been putting out a character like roughly every 3 months. So from what we know, we're going to get, the 4 Bahamut tier characters. So Cloud, Yuffie, Tifa, Aerith. Then I'm guessing we're going to get a new playable character in the form of Young Angeal, right? We're going to get Kate Sith's ultimate weapon. And there might be some surprise banner in there somewhere. So these are the things that we have to keep in mind moving forward. Now, let's go through everything from the top of the list. All right. So, my thoughts on who should pull this weapon, right? If you have currently less than 50K, my advice to you is to wait, right? Because we just don't know what's coming. If you have less than 50K, that's more or less going good on one banner, right? Because most of the time you're going to want to pull past the first stamp card. And I think that Tifa and Aerith are going to be worth the wait. However, if you have more than 50K, if you're around 80K or higher, right, you have options, and because of those options, you have more freedom to do what you want, right? So I think that, if you don't have an OB10 non-elemental weapon built up, so Ceremonial Sword Z, Zidane Blade, those are probably like the 2, and Guide Gloves. Those are like the 3 main ones, right? If you don't have one of those weapons, if you have, one of them or a couple at OB6, you can kind of have some options here. It depends on how far you want to go onto this banner, because I don't really think that pulling this weapon just to base 5-star is really going to be worth it unless you're trying to stack the costumes together and just, get one of each set, which is, definitely an approach for somebody going forward. But more or less, I think if you have 80K crystals and you're in need of a strong non-elemental DPS weapon, this is a fantastic banner. On top of the fact that if you don't have the Kamura wand, Yuffie might be a suitable substitute. It's hard to say. I'm going to put a little silver lining on that because, I was thinking about this running Yuffie with this weapon, and then which led me to my next thought, what am I going to run this weapon with, right? So, it might be able to replace Kamura Wand in the form of magic defense for the team, but Aerith is normally bringing other utility other than magic defense up when she's in that form, right? So, the fact that Yuffie can bring one aspect of that to the battle, but not the others, means that she might not be a full substitute in that case. So that's like myself just spitballing on the topic when it comes to Yuffie, and kind of just my thoughts going on when I, looked at this banner and how I considered doing it for myself. But I think if you don't have a fairly strong, non-elemental DPS weapon, then this is an absolute great banner to go for. However, if you still are under 50K, right, I would still recommend to wait just to see what Tifa and Aerith are going to be, just so that you have that freedom, right? This banner is not going anywhere until October 6th. Tifa and Aerith will come out by then. Then you can make more of a kind of educated, choice going forward with everything. For me, right, I have 90K crystals. I'm still willing to buy a couple crystal packs for this event. So I have some freedom, because even if I do pull on Yuffie, I'm still going to have crystals remaining for other banners. Now, I kind of want to be prepared for potentially 2 more banners, so I'm going to need a little bit of luck no matter what. But I think for me, what I'll do is pull until potentially, I'll see how my luck is going to the costume for Yuffie, and then kind of reevaluate from there. Preferentially, I would want to go until the end of the second stamp card. The fact that the weapon has boosted rates is really great, just like Clouds. I know a lot of people got a lot of good luck on Clouds, including myself, so that would be cool. So more or less, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you guys have any, you know, tips for how you think that I can, better answer the questions that you guys need to hear in order to get these. But it's so difficult, kind of like, trying to figure out for every single person's different account what is the right thing to do, since I feel like the amount of crystals you have and what weapons you have in your armory chest are so important. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm trying to imagine all these different situations, but at the same time, it's just kind of hard to put it all together. So, plus, I feel like coming at this as a content creator, I want to make guides. So, my approach is not always the best approach for someone else out there. Sometimes it might be. But yeah, that being said, essentially that's my thoughts on this banner. At the end of this video, I am going to do, I think, 1, 2, or 3 polls, just depending on how they go. So that being said, let's get into it just to check. All right. And we'll see. I got 90K right now. So I would love to get a copy of Sephiroth's Genji Blade and just overall get good luck on this banner. Not starting off great, guys, but I feel like the stamp luck for me has just been kind of not great, but hopefully we'll get something good. My last videos on the first banner were just like, or the first stamp card were pretty horrendous. So hopefully we'll get something good right here. All right, Cloud, let's go, bro. I did change my wish list, by the way. I said it. So for those of you out there that I know are a little bit worried that I might have just gone into it, I changed it before the video. Come on, Cloud. Let's go. Oh, bro. All right. So we'll skip through that. I don't think we got anything good, guys. All right. I think I'm going to do 3 pulls in this video. And hopefully the second 2 go better than that one. We did get a copy of the weapon, though, right there. The thing with Yuffie right here is that I don't have that many weapon parts for her. So really, I kind of need to like get decent pulls. All right, so here we go. Going into the second pull. Come on. Onegaishimasu. A yellow one. All right, I'll take the 2. I'll take the 2. I want to see a 12 stamp. My friend Zenith, he said that he got it once, and that's so freaking cool. But I would just love to see that. I think that that would be just like one of the most awesome things ever, is to just pull the stamp, the legendary 12 stamp. All right, I'm gonna skip through this one. Come on, come on, come on! Oh, why is it every time the first stamp card, they're just like trying to get you? All right, guys. Well, I got 1 pull left. Hopefully, we get something good here. All right, and then I'll reevaluate and go from there. Another yellow chocobo, 1 stamp. You guys are here to witness this. My luck has been literally up and down. So we do have the 5-star or higher guaranteed right here. All right, so let's see how that goes. That's like a 19.94% chance to get Yuffie's weapon, which would be freaking awesome. All right, Cloud is not going to walk out in his garb. I'm going to let him play through and see if we get it right here. All right, so let's see. Onegaishimasu. Come on, Cloud, you got this. Take out the left eye. Come on. This is it. Come on. Come on. Oh, let's go. All right. Well, we had a guaranteed 5-star, so I'm pretty sure he was going to smack it away anyway, but let's see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get a couple weapons right here to make up for the first 2. And 1, 2, 3. Glenn, Matt, Yuffie. All right, so I'm going to skip through this. Let's see what we got. It went straight to Yuffie. I'm pretty sure. There we go. All right, so I did get 1 copy of the weapon. Okay, so, and to get OB6, I'm actually pretty psyched on that, although my first 2 are not great. Looks like we got Jiggy Fam and Core Defender. I think that's it. Or Crew Kicker. All right, so pretty much solid right there. Let's jump back out. Oh, we got that. Man, those freaking ticket packs, they drop so much. But I think that if I look at the stamp, if I have base 5-star right now, that's OB1, OB2, OB3, OB4, right? I have 240 parts for her. So that would be OB5, meaning You know, I would just need to pull one featured in order to guarantee OB6 throughout the rest of these, which I think would be worth it. I honestly miss playing Yuffie, guys. I haven't played Yuffie in a while. I skipped her Earth Arcanum. I skipped her summer costume. You know, I think the last banner I pulled for Yuffie was actually her launch banner. So I feel like it would be pretty cool. So I'll probably have a pull video coming up for this one, just because I think I'll still be set up for Tifa and Aerith. But yeah, then we'll go from there. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I hope it gave you guys, you know, some insight into whether or not you should pull. If you do pull, I wish you guys the best of luck out there. I hope you guys get the best pulls of your life. I hope everyone gets a Genji Blade and you're absolutely freaking psyched on it. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video today, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.